thank you so much for coming back to the show. You're one of our favorite guests.
Well, it's my favorite night show.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate this. You always come around this time, around the Super Bowl, and I appreciate this because this is a really busy time for you. But I ask you to pick and see if you can predict who's going to win the Super Bowl. All right? And you always do, and you come through for us. Thank you. But let's take a look at your predictions. Here you go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. The Super Bowl is set. It is Eagles versus Chiefs. What does Gronk think about this?
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
Super Bowl set, okay? You have Kansas City Chiefs, 49ers.
I'm going to go with San Francisco 49ers.
The Chiefs beat both #1 seeds in the postseason, and they are the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, you go. All right, here we go. All right, very nice. So here we go. The stage is set. The stage is set. The Kansas City Chiefs. This is 2025. All right, just so everyone's watching. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Gronk, who are you taking?
Well, I will not go against the Chiefs for a third time in a row. So the Kansas City Chiefs 30, the Philadelphia Eagles 26.
Oh my God! The exact
For all you Philly fans out there, I'm sure there's some Philly fans out here. You should be happy about that pick, because obviously I'm wrong every single year.
The Roots are cheering. They're so happy about that. Okay, good. So 30-26. I love that you get the exact score. The Chiefs are going for a three-peat. Okay, this is a big deal. What do you think of this talk of Patrick Mahomes entering the GOAT conversation alongside your pal Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady?
Well, Patrick Mahomes is definitely the greatest player in the NFL currently playing right now. But in order to get into the GOAT talk as the greatest of all time, I'm going to be a little biased because I played with Tom Brady, and I think he's the greatest player of all time, and he's proven that he is the greatest player of all time. And in order for Patrick Mahomes to enter that era, I mean, first off, he's got to win this Super Bowl coming up and get the three-peat, and I'll believe that's probably one of the best dynasties in the last decade. But we had the dynasty for 2 decades, but for just having 1 decade of a dynasty, that's the best dynasty for 1 decade, I would say, if they win the three-peat. But is he better than Tom Brady? Tom Brady beat him 2 times in the playoffs and is undefeated versus
Dynasty of the decade.
We beat him in the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl.
But in this decade, you think this could be the dynasty of the decade?
This is the dynasty of this decade, but it might be the best dynasty for just one decade. But to be the best dynasty of two decades in a row.
That's a double-decade dynasty.
It's going to take 10 more years.
Thank you for explaining that. I appreciate that. Patrick, during Sunday's game, he scored a touchdown. He's amazing. And then he tried to Gronk spike the ball. Watch what happened.
To the 5, and in for the touchdown. And his worst pass of the night is on the spike attempt.
All right, so where did Patrick Mahomes go wrong there?
Well, I love the wind-up because in order to get the best possible Gronk spike and the most power behind the spike, you actually have to do the wind-up, and he was fully into it, which you got to give him a 10 out of 10 for that, for the most power he was going for, because you want the most power, because the more power, the higher the ball bounces.
Amazing.
Yes, but it was cold out, and you got to just grip that ball as hard as you possibly can, and when your hands are that cold, it's different from throwing the ball. You don't really have to grip that ball as much, but when you're Gronk spiking it and you want to get that intense power behind it, you got to really just hold on to it when your hand's that cold. It's hard to get that grip. So next time, just warm those hands up real quick and then wind it up and boom.
Yeah, or maybe think of a new, different touchdown. So maybe like the pillow drop. He comes out, he goes, yeah, and then he pulls the football and then he just lets it drop.
Yeah, are you calling Patrick Mahomes soft? Oh.
Not in this decade. In this decade, he's the hardest.
But maybe
he's the hardest in this decade.
But maybe the next decade.
Who knows
As he gets older, he might get a little softer.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you who's always been the stud. Look at my man, Rob Gronkowski in high school yearbook, okay? This is basketball, all right? Now, look at this stud right there. But here's what I like about
Look at that hair.
No, this hair is good, but look at this. Hobbies, working out, playing sports. Come on, dude.
Well, my hobbies are still the same. But now, chicks is just singular. I got a beautiful baby out there, and she's actually in the crowd. Camille, stand up. Hi, baby.
But I love chicks. That's just a hobby?
Hey, it's singular now, okay?
I know it is, yes, but at the
bringing up my
time.
past.
So would it be in that order?
Any order, depending on the given day, you know.
Chick then working out?
Yeah.
Chick then playing sports?
I really like working out first and then playing the sports, and then it really works up that stamina and gets the blood flow going. And then it's chick.
Hey, wait. All right, come on. There we go. I saw you, by the way, in your new commercial spot. The spot premiered during Sunday's championship game. It was so funny. It's you and Drew Brees in the beginning of the spot, and it made me laugh. Can we explain what's going on?
Yeah, so I am the bounty man, and this is my 3rd year in a row being the bounty man. As you can see, I'm dressed up as the bounty man in my green suit. I know you all thought I was cheering for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, we did, but no, he's not. He's the bounty man.
But I am the bounty man. And Drew Brees needed a wingman because every time he eats wings, he gets a little messy. So here I come as the wingman, the best wingman in the whole entire world, and I just come from behind and clean up that mess that Drew Brees is causing. So,
are you a wingman? Do you love wings?
Mm-hmm. I love wings. I'm from Buffalo, actually, so that's where the wings were created. I'm a big Buffalo wings guy, and you gotta have blue cheese on the side. And people look at me like, blue cheese? I'm like, yeah, blue cheese. Well, if you go to Buffalo, you got to get blue cheese on the side because it's the best blue cheese in the world. And I agree with everyone. Blue cheese outside of Buffalo is absolutely terrible. Like, it does not taste good. But if you go to Buffalo and you ask for ranch on the side, they're going to look at you like you have 3 eyes.
Yeah, they're going to throw you out. Well, to celebrate the commercial and the Super Bowl, I thought that we could have some wings. And these are from Blondie's on 79th Street here in New York City. Look at this. Yeah. Well, considered the best wings in the city.
Well, let's try it out.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Jimmy. You're in the middle of hosting the show. Let me be your wingman. I got you, buddy. I got you.
Let's go.
I got you.
It's actually fantastic.
Can I kind of just make out with Jimmy Fallon?
Rob Gronkowski, everybody. My man, Rob. Rob and I are doing something fun after the break. Stick around, everybody.